I was really good with the slot machines too.
I was never good enough with the slot. I actually had better luck with the slot machines in this run than I did in any of my previous times playing. That's why I got those labyrinth tanks. Alright, we're going to try this one more time. I say that and we end up trying it like a dozen more times. I mean, come on, I can get... Ooh, that's actually pretty good. I'm probably going to keep that. That... I don't know about that. I think that changes the terrain to labyrinth. That's fine. I don't care too much for... that's a good card on wasteland terrain if I ever need that. And then that turns the space into labyrinth, which basically just permanently fucks up that space where nobody can use it.
Like, fuck this one space in particular.
There's one space in particular, like nobody can ever use that unless you have like Cannon Soldier. Alright, so now we're going on to Lamont to take on Jasper Dice Tudor, who is Yugi's grandpa.
Let's go, Apollo.
Oh, he's talking some shit. He's like, oh, shoot, the true meaning of power. He's freaking scary in this game. The sad thing is, he's actually right. Because he has some nasty traps, and he is also playing the Exodia deck, as I demonstrated with Deckmaster T. So, we're gonna have to play pretty sly here. The center here is where he's gonna move his deck leader into and start summoning the Exodia pieces. And it's surrounded by labyrinth terrain. This is the first time we get to see labyrinth terrain. So it is it's impassable by every type of monster except for monsters that have the effect that they can enter labyrinth terrain. So yeah, I'm gonna maybe I'll throw down Fissure over in the corner and just kind of wait. I'm actually gonna move up my deck leader into one of these columns on the side that allow us to very interesting terrain here. It starts out with meadow, then you cross the sea and the mountains, and then he's over there.
It's like a fucking journey.
It really is. It's a journey to get to this guy. Yeah. And then when you get there, you only find out that his monsters are... Well, he doesn't have many monsters, but most of his monsters just spellbind the things that he battles. Unfortunately, the worst thing that he has is Illusionist Faceless Mage, which... That
spellbinds your monster for 3 turns.
Yeah, and it decreases their attack, I believe, as well. So that's a really nasty monster.
No, I think it only does. Well, maybe you're right. I don't remember.
So I'm either going to have something that can have an advantage in the dark terrain, or sort of have a field spell just kind of hover behind the monster they're moving up, so I can lure out some of these cards. I think he also has Tremendous Fire, which is a 1,000 damage burn card, which is really nasty. And if he does play that, I'm going to use Copycat and use it against him if I don't see something better to use against him. So he's definitely pretty nasty. He is actually, I think he's burned me to death before. Without even, he's never beaten me using Exodia ever, but I think he's burned me to death before.
He's beat me for the time with Exodia, actually.
Has he really?
It is. Have you seen the animation for that?
I have. It's pretty great.
Yeah. Seeing that, like, for the first time, like, as you're playing, it's like, shit.
Yeah.
I would just stop playing for, like...
I'm scarred for life.
I'm done. I can't win.
Exodia, no one's ever been able to summon him. Is that because it's so rare? No, it's because this card game makes no sense and no one can figure out how to do it. Yeah, he's basically the equivalent of, this is jumping ahead a little bit, but he's basically the equivalent of what Pegasus would be on the Red Rose campaign, because he sits there behind his perfect little freaking field and decides he wants to just savage you with his freaking burn cards and traps. And they both have Illusionist Faceless Mage. So, I'm actually going to send in Curse Breaker so that I can... Actually, those might be the monsters over there. I don't know if I want to... Yeah, whatever. We'll take our chances, because I can potentially run over some traps with that. Also, if I activate Fissure and destroy one of the Exodia pieces after he has them on the field, then he can't win with that at all.
Because none of his actual monsters are strong enough to beat yours.
Yeah, it's just the spellbinding effects that are really nasty.
Yeah. Well, all that does is stall, though. Eventually you'd win once you destroy one of his pieces of Exodia.
Alright, Battlesteer is gonna chill down here just in case these are monsters coming my way. That way I can just kind of deal with them. Unfortunately, they're gonna have their way with Battlesteer, but it's definitely going to keep them busy.
Have their way, like, oh.
Well, they're gonna spellbind him. Nothing I can do about that.
But the way you worded it, they're gonna have their way with him.
You know what I mean.
Uh-huh. So, that's hell he's walking into.
Yeah. Brave Battlesteer, you're about to be a battle stake.
Oh.
That's probably
Eating well.
It's probably not the last time I'm gonna say that either. You better be a trap, you scrub. Yawn intensely. I don't even feel like playing anything, I just feel like...
Well, why don't you put Copycat in, like, the corners in case you need it?
I was doing the same thing with Fairy Meteor Crush, and he might have, I don't think he does, but he might also have Change of Heart, which is one thing that Pegasus has that is nasty.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You want to get your card banned? This is how you get your card banned. Oh, that's another thing I forgot to mention with Deckmaster S, the one with Goddess of Whim. She also has Change of Heart, and it's nasty. Alright, we're gonna run over you. You are a monster. Okay, you know what that means. Battle stake time.
Battle stake.
Okay, so that... so I'm in for one turn. Okay. You can just sit there, I'm not even remotely phased. Because you're not really going to be able to get much damage in, because unfortunately he's just going to put that monster in defense mode by the time you are able to battle with it, so... If only I was close to Battlesteer, I could drop something over him and attack that thing because he left it in attack mode, but he will not make that same mistake, I don't think. Alright, we ran over something there. Solomon's Logbook, that's actually a pretty good card because that actually lets you draw your hand a second time, and so it's basically the only thing we have that's... Yeah, well, anything that... If we could just, like, arbitrarily discard our hand and draw more cards, then that would definitely change the dynamic of the real game significantly. So his deck leader is also a secretary...
Really?
Oh, he left in attack mode. His deck leader is a... Oh, that's bad. That's the most powerful burn card in the game. Yeah, that hurt. That card deals damage for every monster on the field. Yeah, that's nasty. It's actually less damage than what it does in the actual game. But Ceasefire is better in the actual game. Alright, we're gonna get rid of you.
Dude, almost did my damage.
Yeah. He left it in attack mode for some stupid reason.
Oh well. I don't know if you just take it.
You know what? I could actually copycat his Just Desserts if I felt like it. I think I will.
Yeah.
Oh, you salty scrub, you. Okay, we know what that is now, so that's one less thing in our way. We were gonna just run it over anyway. He has not had any opposition over here against these things. So we might be okay, actually. I think I'm gonna move in another monster. X-rated.
X-rated.
X-rated. Yeah, like I said, despite the fact that he, his deck leader is a Secretary of Defense, so it's the maximum rank that it could be. So he may actually have a power bonus for same type friendlies. Let me see. Increase, yep. So if Illusionist Faceless Mage is going to be stupid broke if he has it over here, because it is going to be powerful and it's going to have the Dark Terrain. So I hope that's not what this is. Okay. A fake trap. Wow, he has stooped so low. We may actually win this out. There it is. Yeah, it doesn't... Okay, you're right, it doesn't decrease his attack. So that's okay, at least we found it. We found the monster I was the most worried about, arguably. Okay. I could actually put that... I could actually make that zombie warrior thing and send it out there. Because it would have 2100 on the dark, and I'd be able to move twice. We're gonna do that! We're gonna do... Okay, maybe I don't... Yeah, I do. I have the right things to make it. Alright. Well, it'll have 2,000, I should say. It won't have 21. Alright, so whatever this is that's defending him, it's gone. Swords are really light. I don't know if... He has some very high deck cost cards. Swords has 80, and Justice Earth's had 80 as well. And unfortunately, he had to... Who runs that? Who runs Magic Jammer? Apparently he does, because... Oh, well, at least he didn't negate Fissure, because that's kind of what I'm counting on for...
Can I play this game on PC?
You might be able to play it on an emulator, if you want to look up some PS2 emulators.
That's what I was trying to do, but I couldn't figure out how to...
This card game makes no sense and we can figure out how to do it. Okay, so... That's one Exodia piece, so I didn't even have to use Fissure to get rid of it.
But you won the game. AKA, you won the game.
Yeah, pretty much. Not much you can do now.
You guys have a key?
Yeah, over there on the floor. On the float. So now he's stuck because he can't move or play anything on the labyrinth terrain. He can only move and play things right here. So if we get a monster right there, then that's game as well. So he's actually not putting much of a fight at all. I say that and watch this be something stupidly overpowered.
He's ready for
Oh god.
He put an assassin.
Do I even want to know?
An assassin has been put near the gate.
Yep. Oh, Jesus! Yeah. I'm about to die.
Ow.
Rip. Game.
You tried so hard.
And got so far. But in the end... Oh, okay, I win. Well, I don't win yet, but...
You win.
I gotta do another 1,000 damage. Defensive mode activator. Okay,
He
I
won't
win.
play anything.
That if he had just attacked into it, I mean, he would have. Actually, he would have still gotten over it, but it would have had 500 less attack from not being on the. Because it's a spellcaster on the dark, but it still would have gotten over him. That was scary, but thankfully that was a much shorter duel than the last one. Okay, yeah, that can go really.
It wasn't even the hardest.
That can go really wrong, really fast. Yeah, I was more worried about him than I was the next opponent, but the next opponent is definitely nasty for some different reasons. Alright, what do we want? What do we want? What do we want? I want that, and I want that, and I want that. Okay. We actually got the best things we could get, really, because Magic Jammer is really good, and so is Someone's Lava.